What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Christian Hanna Horror here today, and today, guys, we're talking about my top 5 favorite werewolf horror movies. This is a genre that I've really come to just absolutely love over the last couple years. You know, I would see one or two, and there were a couple that I would always know about, and just, I don't know why, you just never go and watch them. So finally this year, I said this will be the year of the werewolf for me. Let's check out some werewolf movies. Let's re-watch some classics that we haven't seen in a long time. And I was like, let's make this list because, as always, what I love about these top 5s is when I give you guys my list and you give me yours, I love it if there's something on there that I haven't seen. That way, I either find out about it or, you know, you guys tell me to watch it and I get to go experience something new. So that's what's so great about these. But without further ado, here's my top 5 favorite werewolf horror movies. Coming in at number 5 is probably the most unique one on the list. That is Ginger Snaps. Now, Ginger Snaps, guys, was great. It was this nice low-budget Scream era movie with a great cast. I mean, it was really, really good. What I like about Ginger Snaps is it's a werewolf movie in that sense that the main antagonist in the movie is the werewolf and what it does to our cast and things in the movie. But the story of these two girls was really good, and let's not forget, you know, a lot of times in a horror movie, we need a good story, we need good characters, and Ginger Snaps delivers that all the way for me. I mean, I give this movie a solid 9 out of 10. I thought it was fantastic. I know that there are a couple sequels, and I'm just hesitant to watch them because my experience with this one was so good, I just don't want it to be tainted in a way. Like, usually sequels aren't as good as their original, so I'm worried to watch them. So for now, I'm happy with just the experience I have from this movie, guys, but Ginger Snaps, if you haven't seen that, give it a shot. Coming in at number 4 is a movie we just talked about, the great Silver Bullet. Silver Bullet, guys, was so good. I absolutely loved it. I praised Gary Busey in this movie. He was so good. The kids were great. The werewolf effects are underrated. I rewatched this movie for a third time, and I was like, wow, this actually has some really good werewolf effects. Like, I was quite surprised at how good they were. So Silver Bullet, guys, is a must-watch for, you know, Stephen King, number 1, and if you're a fan of werewolf movies, number 2, you gotta check out Silver Bullet. It was really, really good. Coming in at number 3 is probably the most sadistic, gnarly werewolf I've ever seen in a movie, Bad Moon. Bad Moon, guys, was really awesome. So Bad Moon is this weird movie because it falls right in line around 1996. This might have come out either a little bit before Scream. If it did, maybe that's why it was kind of like hidden, but maybe not, because werewolf movies, when were they ever really in style? You know what I mean? Like, there's hot spots throughout the years, but other than that, there's never been like a big massive swing, especially in America, I think, of just werewolf movies. But regardless, Bad Moon is not a movie to sleep on. This movie has some of the most intense, surreal scenes with a werewolf I've ever seen. And what's really great about this movie is they show this sucker a lot because he is so menacing. The werewolf in Bad Moon is a beast. He's like literally a massive beast, and he's horrifying and he's gnarly, and the effects look incredible, and they're all practical. Bad Moon is not a movie to sleep on whatsoever, guys. I cannot praise Bad Moon enough. Coming in at number 2, this could be sacrilege to some people, and I understand, but I have my reasons. But for number 2, we have An American Werewolf in London. Now, yes, I know this is arguably what's considered one of the greatest, if not the greatest, because of Rick Baker's amazing effects. The movie is great. This movie is so entertaining. It's so good to watch. It's so beautiful, especially on this Arrow transfer that they got. It looks so good. And I don't have anything bad to say about American Werewolf. I mean, it's my number 2, so I really love this movie. Everything about this movie, I love it. It's more than just a werewolf movie. It's almost like this ghost story with his friend that's coming back and his visions, and he's like zombified. To me, that's the main thing about this movie, is the best friend that's throughout this picture. That is incredible. So American Werewolf in London is absolutely amazing. I love watching this movie. There's nothing quite like it, but there is one that I've always loved and I still love the most till this day. So my number 1, and it's always been my number 1, is The Howling. I just love The Howling. You know, it's interesting because does this movie have the same caliber of effects as, say, American Werewolf? I would say no. They're still amazing. Does this movie have maybe the budget of American Werewolf? I don't know, maybe not, but The Howling for me is just my perfect werewolf movie. It has everything exactly that I want it to have. It's got that perfect mood, that perfect sense of foreboding. It's got an amazing ending. I love the ending to The Howling. And I love the way the werewolves look in this movie. You know, they just have the right look for me. I just love the aesthetics of The Howling. I love the sound of The Howling. I love the story of The Howling. I just love The Howling. So it's not necessarily a sense of that I think this is better than American Werewolf, because if you ask me, I probably would say no from a technical aspect. In a lot of ways, American is the better film, but The Howling just hits it for me. It's my perfect flavor of a werewolf movie wrapped into one movie. So The Howling is my number one, and it's always probably gonna be my number one. So guys, that's my list of my top 5 favorite werewolf movies. I really want to know which ones you guys love. I haven't dove into, say, foreign werewolf movies that much yet. I'm looking into it, but I need some help and some direction. So anybody that loves those kinds of movies too, please have them in your list so I can check them out. But as always, this is Christian Hanna Horror saying, bark at the moon with your top 5 favorite werewolf movies, and we'll see you guys next time.